Hello guys, and in today's video what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at all my garages in GTA 5 online. We're going to be looking at a collection of cars that I built up over the years and stuff like that. So recently I have been buying more cars. It's been kind of terrible, but I just wanted to collect some more stuff, and also I could show you guys that. So if you guys are looking for builds or anything like that, this will be a great video for you. Now, as you can see, we're going to start at the bottom of the map. We're at the docks right now because obviously there's no garage here, but just to show you guys, and we're going to work all the way up to basically the top of the map here at the facility. So we got a bunch of garages for you guys to check out and a bunch of builds and stuff like that. Over 300 cars at least, but yeah. So let's go ahead and let's get straight into this. So starting out, this is an interesting garage full of a bunch of interesting vehicles. So this Stratum, I honestly forgot about. That's kind of sick. Oh, this Osiris, I believe it has my car block plate. Okay, Scramjet, that thing. I forgot I even owned that. Okay, there's some things, but this is a terrible first garage. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so in here we have the two newest cars from this update, so I guess it makes sense. We have the Envision, that has the Pounders plate on there, got that one merged. And this one over here, which has nothing. But, two cool cars. I don't think I did a video on this thing, at least I don't remember. But, I don't know if I did a video on this. Do you guys, you're seeing a lot of cars that I don't even know like what I've done with. Okay, so this is my Mercedes garage. Where I keep some of my Mercedes. Got the Krieger, that thing, I can't even remember the name of. All of these. Oh yes, the Dubsta 6x6, beautiful. Dubsta 2, yes, I believe. Cool, these are really cool, I like them. For gold edition, interesting. Two Feltzers, of course, gotta have them. A couple of Swortzers, don't mind some of the plates. Destroys. This one, which is my first of many, you guys will see, of these hammers here. My long line of Volkswagen GTs, because I do like that car a lot, and I do have another one somewhere else. This is my BMW garage, which isn't full, I believe. Don't know. I don't really know why this is here. I think I just by accident moved this in here and never moved it out, so don't mind that. It's not a BMW. Either is that. This garage just makes no sense. This started out as a BMW garage, and then just like I started just putting random stuff in here for now, so. But most of it's BMW, at least. This thing's sick. Really like that car. Yeah, there's really nothing to comment on for this garage. It's a bunch of kind of really unmodified cars. There's a couple in here though. I do really like these two. This thing is also nice. I like that. This one, I believe you guys have seen before, I think. I'm gonna start on this end though. Alright. Oh yeah, don't mind the RX-7. That's for sure. Okay. So this car I believe I used as like a merge base, which is why it looks like this. Same thing with this one, but like I gotta change them at some point, that's for sure. Then you got your little comment train, even though I really should be wait, no, never mind. I thought this wasn't an SR for a second. I don't know what I'm doing. RX-7. This one is sick. My favorite. Even though it should not be here, but it is. Yeah, bunch of cool things here. I believe no, both these don't. Actually, no. Okay. I was trying to think which one has the yank plate and which doesn't, because that always confuses me with those two cars. Comet S2 or two Cabrios, and then all, well, except for that one over there. But all Comet S2s, two Growlers, of course, Safari on F1s, all my Comet S2 builds, really enjoyed these a lot. This one I remade recently. That's purple interior, which I tried to match with the wheels. Don't think it looks that bad though. Another Ferrari, and I just don't have GTA Plus right now. Alright. Also is very empty. I need to get this one full with different Ferraris and stuff, but for now it's okay. This one is probably my favorite Fury out of both of them. They're both really nice though. This thing I hate. Tally GTOs. I don't think this one has a plate on it. Yeah, no. I might need to get one. Might need to. You only have 5 mil, but I'm definitely gonna get more money. Alright. Stinger GT. This thing's sick. Gotta have one of these. This thing's also cool. This thing's alright. Customization's kinda meh, but it's a cool car. The RSX, yeah. Really cool. I like this thing a lot. Might get a plate on for that thing as well. Turismo R. Okay, why is this one all the way over here? I feel like I used to have them both next to each other. I don't know why it's over there, but this one's my like unmodified one, and then this one from the Toge. Amazing car. And then this, which I definitely want to get a different one probably. Move a car out because I got like newer ones that I kind of want to put in here, but which is this one, which is literally just an uncustom variant of this car. But yeah, so we got a Mamba. That thing is sick. Clique, all of the Hellfires here, really cool. Then you got your Tulips and Vamoses, really cool. Alright, this is the first one that I'm actually going to talk about here. We got this cool Impaler, which has a unselected blue interior that is really nice. I like it a lot on Benny's wheels and yank plates. Very cool. That is one of many like what they're called, merge vehicles, but they're like donors. There we go. Couldn't think of the name. This thing is super sick. Like it when it's slammed. All these gone in 60 seconds car. Gotta have at least one movie car. What's up, Belty? All of this stuff as well. So this is this garage. Now I think we're gonna go to the auto shop. Side of the auto shop, this is where I have most of my kind of cool merged cars. So starting out, we have this Jester Classic. It has Epsi. It's a very cool. Got this off the terminal, and yeah, it's a really nice car. I like it. We have this 190Z 102. Very nice. I like how this one turned out. On I think it's the same. Yeah, it's the same wheels as this car next to it. It's very nice. I like it. Dilly's car. I bought this off of Dilly. Really like it. We got this right here. This Avestra stock copper wheels. It's awesome. I believe it also has Epsi. This Lexus here. Very nice. Mighty Stars. Like it a lot. Moving on. LE Charger Custom, of course. Then we have the Sultan RS, which this thing looks very crazy right now. I just recently redid this. Kind of like it. It's a very different style for what I normally go with, but I think it works. GTT, which I was supposed to really change the wheels on because I don't like these very much, but they kind of fit the car well, one stance, so I just kind of left it. This one of two links because I have two builds. One I recently bought, but this is the first one. Really like this car. One of my favorite builds. Then of course we gotta have one of these. Alright, I forgot this garage existed. Wow. My truck garage, we got this very interesting Camacho. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. This used to be on F1s as well, but more of a cleaner build now. Does it still have... Yeah, it still has the yank plate. Okay. This thing's sick. Really like this truck. This is also a truck I really like for just driving around. This thing's sick. Oh yeah, the Helion. Still, I need to figure out like a build that I actually like for this truck. It's kind of interesting. This is a donor vehicle, but mainly I think it was. I don't know why I bought this actually. I never used it because I don't like the wheels, but I just had it because why not? Uh, this truck on F1s as well. Raptor, even though I think it used to have a plate, but I'm not too sure what happened to it. This thing's sick. I really do like this small truck here. The Rancher. Yeah. Alright, okay. In the agency, starting out, we got this Tesla here. Does it? No, it's not on the plate. This thing's interesting. Got it just to have it though. Down here, we got the Chameleon. Yep. And the Revolter, this thing I absolutely hate, but got it. The first Interceptor, this thing's sick. Um, this thing, which I believe has, yeah, it has the sheet that Michael hides in story mode. It's very, very cool. This thing, I, yeah, wait, I just realized you can still never, like, change this, like, the plate on it. I just realized. It's been like that forever, because you can't. Yep, that thing's interesting. Squatty. This car. Sick. All of this stuff, though. Really, really cool. Got some trucks, some vehicles. This is just, like, a random mixture of everything. You can really tell. This thing, which is sick, I need to take, like, a photo or something with this car. It's really cool, I like how that turned out. This car, of course, you guys know. This one, I don't really know why I have it. This thing's sick. Forgot it's in here. This thing is also really cool. Love how this car turned out. These two, I might look for something with a plate on this car, honestly. This thing's sick, of course. This thing is really cool, of course. But yeah, just random things in here that are pretty cool. Alright. In the nightclub, we're starting at B2, which is the first of many garages. We're going to start right here. We have the Dominator FX from the video, I believe. I think I still showed it like this. Yeah, this one is really cool. I like it. Red interior, well, red unselected interior. It's really sick. As you can tell, there's a lot of one certain car in here. The Volkswagen Hammer, of course. This thing's super sick, like that one. This one I got for a certain someone who hasn't picked it up yet, but I am not like dying on that. And also I kind of like owning that one. I'm probably gonna change the wheels at some point though. Then of course many builds. This is the police version of the car. Really like how this one turned out as well. And then ASAP Rocky hammer, this hammer. Wait, I believe this one, yeah, it has Pounder's plate, so that's what I thought. This thing is super sick. Love these wheels on this car. This one is also super sick. Drift, I believe it has, yep, one of those. This one is also really, really cool. Quote unquote, yep. Alright, many of them to go through here. Starting out, we have the armored version of this car, which is super sick, like how that turned out. The unarmored version of the Paragon R. I really need a plate on this car. This right here, which is super sick. I think I just like bought a lot of these to fill this garage up with cool cars. This one is also really cool, has every upgrade on it, as well as a yank plate, really sick. Obviously the Jubilee, super diamond. We got the Windsor and the Windsor drop. We got this thing, which I forgot I even owned, and of course the Stafford, really, really cool. My Dodge garage, there we go. I can't speak English today. Bear with me here. So we have a normal Banshee. This thing's kind of cool. Did a normal build off of that. I really like how this turned out. We got a crew color on some nice copper wheels, I believe. Or are these gold? I don't think they're gold. I think they're just copper. Oh yeah, this is gold. That's how you can tell. This one's super sick. Like how this turned. Actually, no, this is champagne. Never mind. This Hellfire. We got this, which used to be on F1s at one point. Terrible. Like to drift this thing. This thing's sick. Then we got two. I believe this is one of these was also no, it was this one. They used to be on F1s as well. Yep, you can tell by the plate. The King plate is not mine. That's what was always on this car. When I not bought it because it wasn't then. It was gift cards to friends before LS Carmate was out. There we go. All of this, another F1 build. Yeah. I thought I got rid of a lot of them. There's a lot still. It has just stuff in here now. So, a lot of cool things though. This thing is sick. Champagne wheels on the Viserys. Really cool. This car I've bought recently. This Lynx. On spindles. Don't really like it. Oh, I need to play on this car. It's very interesting how it's stretched like this. But Ardent, really cool. Swinger, bought this to own it, really, but it's a cool car. This thing, I have really no idea what I'm doing with this thing, if I'm being honest. But, have it to own it. Mamba, second one here. This thing's cool. Another vehicle on spindles. I bought this from Kaz. Really cool. Got all the Issy Sports, or well, just Issy's if I'm being honest, but that's a sport variant. This vehicle is super sick. I like that I own this, at least one of them. It's a lot of fun to drive around sometimes. Go to the second one. There's another Issy. Wait, it's not an Issy. What am I saying? This car, this thing, which I bought to really own, but it's cool. I like it. There's an actual Issy. Regina, this thing I really like. It's cool. I like it a lot. Phoenix, obviously have one of these. You gotta. It's a GTA player. And finally, this thing, the Lurcher. Alright. All white Calico. There we go. I don't know why I need to look at the car name. But really cool like that. 190Z as well. Bought this recently. Like it. On some Benny's wheels. Very nice. Good old Sultan. We got this Intruder, the second one. Gotta have one of these at least. 350Z in this game. The armored one. Really cool. This car, you guys know. But yeah, no matter what. This Remus, one of many. Really cool. Like how that turned out. Penumbra, Supra. This thing's sick. I believe it has a unselected interior color. Very interesting though. I like this car a lot. Good old Jester that has a, well, you can't really see it, but it's a Pounder's plate. And this, the Z, well, 400Z, really cool. Off-roady suspension. All of the Civics here, really cool. S95. Oh yeah, you can actually see. So really quickly, I guess this is a quick plug. I do have a GTA crew, where I actually switched my the color of the letters. So it used to be black, but now it's actually white to actually match my profile. It's very cool. Like it. This thing's sick. One of my more favorite RX-7s. But it's not better than my like the reddish, purplish colored one that was in my GTA Plus garage. One of my winning cars, as you guys know, Toge, round one winner right here. This thing's sick. Car carried more than I did, let's be real. But GTR, this thing's sick as well. Show 10F. This thing is sick. One of my favorite builds of this car. It has a red unselected interior. Really cool. Like how that turned out. Another one. This is basically all the coquettes next to each other. Really cool. This thing's sick. Favorite build out of maybe. It's between this and the 10F of my favorite like coquette build. This thing, I have another one that's better than this, but still cool. One of I think like two I own. I think. Previon's really cool car. Like it a lot. This thing used to be like super modded. Now it's actually nice, but this thing really sick. 4GT, well both 4GTs, but really cool. This thing is awesome. This car I don't really like as much, but I own it. Here's the other Previon, my drift build, really cool. Based off of Terminals, which is sick. And both Banshees in literally the exact same color on that floor. This thing I really need to find a plate on and probably do a new build because I'm not liking it as much anymore. Like when I first bought this thing, I believe I had a video on it at one point, but this thing's sick. Sounds great in this game. This thing's cool. This thing's cool. This thing kind of got turned into a like testing vehicle, but a donor as well. Honestly, it would be an interesting build to make a build with these wheels on it, but one of two Spectres. This one is my least favorite Spectre. It's really got a digital car addict build to it, but I never changed it, and I'm probably gonna look for a new one, just to replace this car. This thing is sick. Everyone knows about this car already. This thing's my favorite build. Maybe my favorite build. I don't know. It's hard picking between like the original candy box or that candy box. They're both really cool. Very nice. Now this one is one I want to put in my muscle garage that you guys saw earlier. This one is also a very recent build. Really like how it turned out. It has the seafoam green worn color, which actually I think really works. At first I wasn't going to keep it, but then I just tried to make a build out of it, and that's what I got, which looks super nice from far away. The Need for Speed build on this car. This one, which I think at one point used to have a yank plate and all that stuff, but I don't know what happened to it if I'm being honest. ASP, this thing was my favorite ASP because it's the only one I've really ever owned. Until the second one I made, which is arguably my favorite one. But this car I got from one of my friends and have not changed it, basically. I've done like maybe some small things, probably like mostly low grip tires, but it's just stayed the same because this thing's super sick. 1 of 2. Actually 1 of 2. Alright. Now we're here in the arena war. Let's see what we got in the first one. This is the workshop level. We have this thing over here, which is super sick. I believe. Wait. Oh, I thought that said like lol instead, but no. I believe at one point the seats are glitched in this. Never mind. I thought so, but no. I think I saw one of those before and I thought it was mine, I guess. But this is another one of these. Really cool. Black stocks. Really cool. I don't know how many times I have to say really cool, but really cool. This Amagio I recently purchased. It's super sick. The yellow is kind of a gift and kind of a curse because yellow is one of those colors that really doesn't go with a whole lot. But it works for this build and I really like it. This car, you guys know, I think it's been in a thumbnail before, this GTX, but really cool, like that build. This thing, I think it's been in a thumbnail, if I'm not wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong. But, yeah, this is my kind of like compy builds on that car. And we have this Futo GTX on some nice Benny's wheels with the Los Insurance plate. Like how this car turned out a lot. And this is the ASP that I was talking about from the other garage. My favorite car. Unselected grays. This beautiful color when sun's on it and it's like out in light, it's so good. Can't beat it. Alright. Okay, starting off great with this thing right here. Based off of the Need for Speed car in a Digital Car Addict stream and video that I have about it. And that's all I'm gonna say. um, Xbox car, indeed. This one's also very cool. I don't like the wheel choice on it though. I don't know what I was doing. It is what it is. Oh, this thing I bought to own it. It's really sick, and also I just didn't have one, so I just wanted to buy one. This, of course, you gotta have an alpha in the collection, or no alpha. And here's this thing. This thing used to be in my auto shop at one point, but now it's in here. Good old Kanjo with that plate, with those wheels, with this secret livery, of course. Virtue, this thing's sick. And this thing over here, which non-Xbox car. Alright. So the first level in this garage is my Dubachi Aston Martin garage. You gotta own both James Bond cars, alright? Like, yeah. Still super cool. I thought one of them had a plate, but I think that's just like my dreams. 770, this thing is sick. This Wagner, which has a super interesting plate, just 000. Very cool. Got it from gift cards to friends a million years ago, but really never changed it. Not in your dreams. This thing got scammed from. Bro said it had a yank plate. Never. Well, you can't even tell, but it doesn't. Still cool. This thing's sick. Yeah. Moving on. Rapid GT. Really cool. This is not the yank one. Yeah. Champion. Really cool. I just never did. There's a lot of cars that I wish I merged that I never did, but my fault. Spectre Custom. This one is actually a cool build. Made it recently. Of course, the Masakura race car from Stevie himself. Really cool. And the normal Masakura. This is all of, except for that thing, all of just like crazy drift cars that I have. So starting out with this RX-7, really cool. Like how it turned out. This, my Panic Plate Jester. There we go. Gotta build it on stream. True. I just have no idea what I'm doing yet. Ellis Carmeet car. I think you guys have seen this before. Really cool. Like that. My Volvo. My other RX-7 that's on spindles. Honestly, kind of works for the garage though, I can't lie. This GTO. Very interesting. My first cop car, as you guys know. Never used it though. Just sits here. This G, which still has the changes from that one stream. This thing that I got off the terminal that I still haven't changed. It's kind of sitting here. I believe I may have like looked at it once and like never did anything to it yet because I don't know what color to make it and stuff. This Panic Plate car, yeah, it's another comp car that I never used. I forgot about this cars too. Okay, alright. Starting out, we have the Paragon S in the second floor, I believe. Yep, nope, third floor. But Los Angeles plate, really cool, like it. This car bought to own it, really. I hate this build. I need to do something with that. This completely stock armored Paragon from completing the Agatha missions. Never changed it. Just got it, never changed it. This thing I got way, yeah, it's on Blankton, way back in gift cards to friends, from a friend, ironically enough, the Z-Type. This thing, really, really cool. Might look for one on a plate, honestly. This thing, Hermes, gotta have one. Really cool. Broadway, of course. This thing has gone through many builds. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. The Hustler made this thing pretty cool. I like it. Do I still... I don't know what I did with the yank plate. I used to have it on this car, and I remember it. Classic. Really, really cool. Subaru on the plate. This thing's just crazy. Then we got this, the Astro GZ. Of course, gotta have one of those. Floor here. The most interesting Fudo build. I don't really know what I was doing with this. This was, I built this and did photos with Dilly. I remember this car. And yeah, it turned out really interesting. Alright, next up, I'm Morgan. Gotta have one of these. It is on yank plate. Got the good old champagne. With the worn color too. It's got everything. Really like it. The worn color is definitely interesting. But Figaro, gotta have one of these. Yeah. Second penumbra on the LS car meat plates. This thing, one point used to have a yank plate as well. Don't know what happened to it. I think there was like a phase where I just kind of got rid of yank plates on a couple of my cars. Don't know why I would ever do that. But yeah. Rapid GT, this is the one with the yank plate. I know that one for sure. Very interesting red. Got both red cars next to each other. We got an S2000, nothing. Got this Fudo, I don't like, but and this was for getting money problems. We just don't look at this. We don't see it. Scooting on passes is the better version of this car. This intruder, yeah. Yeah. Oh, speaking of golds, we have this Warner on gold yank. Really cool. Like this build. Ah, yes. This gauntlet, which technically, the guy that I bought the other one from, the green car from earlier, I've actually bought this one because he had it, like he called it in, and it was the wrong one, and it was this one, and I was able just to buy it. It is really a 70s movie car, but didn't change it. I really like it though. I also noticed it's a different, like, the roof is different color slightly. It's hard to tell because obviously both is like black, but this one looks like kind of shinier because you can tell on the wing that like when you're on this color, which I believe is just crew pure black, it's like black, and then this one it's like a shinier black. I don't know, but it's got clears, I believe. Yep, because it was unselected. I remember that, and also Liberty City plate. This is my other comp build. Well, my second car that was the first car that I built of this car, but never changed it. So this is here. Another S2K. This is more of my favorite S2K on golds. Really cool. This thing as well on golds. Yeah. yeah, that's all I have to say about that. This thing, this is my, yeah, this one I can never figure out what build I want to put on this car. It's gone through many phases already, and it's just a car I just want to shove away, honestly, because I don't even know what to do. This thing is sick. Mighty Stars on the Los Venturas plate. Really cool. First of two Karumas with a secret livery. This one I believe you can get from the career tab though, but really cool. On Yank, got copper wheels, really cool. Got the peyote gasser, got it to really own it, but really cool. I like this build. Just a drag monster. And back to this. Okay. Which one? This is my rally garage. This is where the other one went. Okay. It's really cool. Alright. Starting out, we have the Retinue Mark II. This thing's really cool. The wide body kit is interesting. I might need to change it at some point. Flash GT. Gotta own one of these. Karuma. This one actually has a cooler secret livery. I really like this car. Believe pure white. I might be wrong on that. Then, obviously, first mini Kent block cars. This thing's cool. More of the Forza Horizon build. But, yeah. Desert Raid. Gotta have both of them. As you guys know, earlier you guys saw the other one, which I forgot the name of. But, really cool cars. Tropos Rally. This is my Tropos Rally. Would like to get this merged or get one that is merged at some point because honestly I forgot how the Tropos Rally looks and it's really good. This thing, Shell GT, very interesting. It's this build, ta-da. Then I have the old Retinue. This thing is also really cool, like driving it around. And just because, you know, I obviously don't have enough Karumas, another Karuma, this was made for a video. One time I believe had a yank plate from what I can tell from the plate there, but, yeah. And this is my second Sultan RS that I also built just for a video. Like, everything here, besides this, was built for like one video. It's crazy. McLaren garage though. McLaren. These three cars need to go, but all right. So we got two T20s here. I think one of them, this one, I think is the question that used to have a yank plate because every single time you see a plate like that, it used to be yank. So really cool. Like the T20, really cool car. This GP1 got from a friend, never changed. We have obviously one of these, really cool, in a nice orange color. It used to be like black, I believe, at one point. This thing, never mind. I thought it used to have a yank. I always used to think this had a yank plate, but never did. Oh yeah, Italy GTB. This thing turned out really interesting. Blanked in. Really cool. Got this from a friend. Then we have a custom, which has nothing, and this thing, which is awesome. This thing, the Emperor ETR1, really cool car. Enjoy it. And then obviously the Boar, which, yeah. Alright. Starting off in this garage, this has a bunch of Volkswagen stuff, and also, as you can tell, random stuff. So, this is my Golf. Really cool. Love the Benny's wheels. Like this build a lot. Gotta have one of these right here. This thing is crazy. Fastest car on old gen, which is crazy. This thing, the art. I'm not even gonna attempt to say the name. I feel like I'm just gonna mess it up. But got this from a friend. Obviously, when it looks like this, but I like it. Both of the Surfers custom and the non-custom, both in a similar style. If I can add surfboards to something, I'm gonna own it. All right, as you can tell with all of the surfboards in here. This Italia GTB, which GTA Plus, I believe, is why I bought that. Truro XO. This thing's cool. BF Weevil, of course. And my Cyclone, which used to have F1s and everything, but I made it chill. Oh, wow. Okay, got some interesting vehicles in here. So, starting, we have the Granger on F1s and a yank plate. Yeah, we got this Mesa, which used to have F1s, but I made it chill. I like it. Really cool. This thing, which mainly own to own, but I like the car personally. What are these? It's so random. Like, this garage is just random. This thing, which is just here and I own to own, yeah. This thing's sick though, Canada. Okay, it does. I thought so. And this thing, which is super old, blanked in. Have it to have it. Maybe like, I don't really know, but as you can tell, some stuff going on here. So, starting out, we have the Sabre Turbo Custom. This thing is really sick. I like the color a lot on this car. Don't bring it out enough, honestly. But this thing's super sick. I like this one as well. This one is super crazy, and I actually don't mind it. This one I like to. Well, all these I really like. This one I bought to own. I have really no reason to buy a Moonbeam ever, but cool to have. Buccaneer Custom. I'm trying to see if any of these actually have plates. Tornado. The Chino. And finally the Peyote. Don't know why I couldn't say that first try, but Peyote. I think it's all Audis from what I remember. Let's see. It is. Okay, let's start out here. We have the good old Ominous EGT. What's up, indeed. We have the iWagon. Bought this thing to own it. I hate this thing, but have it. 10F Drafter. Really cool car. Like this a lot. The normal Obey. Or Omnis, not Obey, what am I saying? Omnis. Then both of the 10Fs. I might need to get a plate on this car, because I think for having this it had a yank plate. I don't know what happened to it, if I'm being honest. 10F wide body. Then we have 9F number 1, 9F number 2, Tailgater S, and Tailgater. Correction. Pegasus, or whatever you call it. That. Not Lamborghini, because straight away. Oh my. So this one does actually have a yank plate. It's hard to tell there. With my old plate as well, which is really cool. Infernus. I kind of would like to get a plate for an Infernus. I think that would be cool. Gotta have one of these as well. Tesseracts. This thing I haven't changed in years. Yank plate as well on here. Exactly. Zantorno that I changed up for what's his face? A Zell Sands. Next up, Tempesta. This thing also has a yank plate. Really like it. Gold wheels as well. I almost said Infernus. Ignis. This thing I really don't like. I just kind of have to have. I don't like the build. I like the car, but I don't like the build. I need to like get one that I actually like. And of course the Urus. Yeah, the Infernus Classic. Really like this build, of course. This car, really cool. Like drifting it sometimes. Yeah, that's it for this. This thing looks very shiny in here, but yeah, this has nothing. It's just super shiny. I don't know why. Drift Yosemite, of course, Yosemite. Yank plate. But moving on. This thing over here, the Drift Tampa. Has a yank plate. Has everything. I don't really drive that thing. Warner HKR. Another cool car. Alright. Nero Custom has a cool unselected interior color. I'm talking in game chat. That's sick. Yank plate as well. Really cool. Like that car. I forgot to change this adder. But it has a yank plate as well. Then finally to finish it off, we have the Thrax. Also has a yank plate. All of them has yank plates. Except for this thing, the Felon. And Vigilante. Yep, it's my Vigilante. And finally, we have the Drift Tampa. In my facility, starting out, we have the Los Salan van. This thing's super sick. On F1 wheels, of course. And the yank plate, just for funsies. Pariah. This thing is interesting. Obviously, you gotta own a Pariah. And also the Cyclone 2. On this side of things, we have another Jugular. This one doesn't have a plate. I thought it did, if I'm being honest. But we got the Jag plate on it. And we got this off-road vehicle right here. Very cool. Like this thing. We got my tank, which you can't even see the thing, but it's the Kinjali. I believe it's called that. Yeah. I got this from gift cards to friends, I believe, or something like that. But it's awesome. And finally, the Impeller SZ, you already know, Z. But you guys have seen the video on this car, me building it, drifting it, all that stuff. Awesome. And I believe that is it for every car I own in GTA Online. Now, this doesn't include bikes, planes, all that stuff, but I didn't want to show that. I just wanted to show the straight up cars that I have. So now you guys know all of the cars I have in the game and all of my houses that I have in the game. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed kind of going through the cars with me. If you guys are still sticking here at this point in time, please consider hitting the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to know to upload and stay up to date. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video, and I'm out. Peace.